yeah, Overbroeck is a leading independent school in Oxford, and the school structure, there is actually two separate sections that we have available for international students. So we have the international school, which is for students aged between 11 and 16. It's around 100, just over 100 students, and majority of those students would be boarding, and as the name would suggest, the majority of students would be international students as well. We do also have a day school, which is just for the same age range, but for kind of British home students. And then in the sixth form, we have over 390 students, and that is where it's a mixture of day and boarding students and international and UK students. So it's a 50-50 split between international and day students as well. So typically we have students that would come with us at the international school. They do IGCSE at the school, and for students whose English is their second language. Typically students may come for only kind of 2 years, the last 2 years of the GCSEs, and then they would move on to a UK sixth form. So they can progress obviously to the Overbroeck sixth form, but often we do have students that sometimes go elsewhere as well, but they've had a nice springboard to being in the UK and learning within an international environment, and then they're able to kind of move on after that. And then the idea is that they would then move on to a leading university, usually in the UK. So just a few stats for you there. So I guess you can read that, but we have around 11 students maximum per class. 88% of students achieved A star to B at A level, and the sixth in the best schools, top performing for in the rankings there. So one of the great things about Overbroeck School is that they have a really wide range of A-level subjects that you can take. So you know, there's over 35 different subjects there to choose from, different languages and performing arts. We've actually just opened an arts centre as well, so for both schools to use. So really great facilities for anybody that's interested in art as well. And there are a number of kind of clubs and societies. If you're not studying it as a subject, it's still available for you to kind of, you know, do as an alternative outside of the classroom as well. So lots of sports facilities and things like drama, musical productions and things like that, things you would expect at a traditional school. So this is just a list of some of the university destinations that our students have gone to. So as you can see, some really top options for students to go to. So I just wanted to give you a couple of examples of some of our students that have been with us over the years. So Atticus is originally from Hong Kong, and he's doing the 2-year IGCSE course, and he plans to be a researcher in the medical or scientific field. So obviously you can hopefully read the quotes there, but he does highlight the broad curriculum that is available at Overbroeck, the friendly people. We have something called our track programme, and also the location as well is really great for students. Obviously, if you're looking to go to a top university in the UK, being in an environment like Oxford is really, you know, important for you. And one of our alumni from the last couple of years as well, we have Vivian, who was doing the A-levels, and again, she was studying maths, further maths, physics and economics, and she enjoyed the city, being in Oxford, and the teaching, and being very passionate about their teaching. So that's that school. I'm going to swiftly move on to our next school that we have, which is Oxford Sixth Form College. So this is based in the very centre of Oxford. If you're familiar with Oxford at all, it is very central location. And there is a global community of students at the school. So there's over 40 different nationalities. Around 75% of students would be international students. And then we would have approximately a quarter of our students are British day students as well. So that's a picture of it there. So it's in the heart of Oxford city centre. And the great thing about this school, this is a non-selective school, but the really great thing is that they have a really flexible options of start dates and also subjects and curriculum that you can take. So they offer A-levels, and those give you some of the options for subjects that you can take. Just to highlight, we have a few new subjects for September, which would be film studies and also graphic communication as well. The students can start on the 2-year A-level from September. We also have a 1-year A-level, typically for students who perhaps have already started their studies in the UK, and maybe they haven't enjoyed the more traditional school environment, and they would prefer to be in sort of a college-like environment. So they have switched over, and then they would do that, continue their A-levels within 1 year, so they don't fall behind and they're still going to university at the same time as their peers. We also have a 5-term A-level as well, which starts in January, and one of the big kind of selling points of this school really is that they have very small class sizes. So the maximum class size at A-level is 8, and it's an average of 5. So one of the ways that this school has done really well is in their value added. So value added means that where they've actually been able to take a student and the way that they've been able to improve their score whilst they've been at the school. And this is really a testament to the small class sizes and the great kind of teachers, the senior tutors that they have that look after the students, even up to the principal, who is really fantastic at you know, knowing the students really well and being able to kind of cater for their needs really well. So we also have at Oxford Sixth Form a BTEC course as well. This might be a different option for certain students who perhaps are not so keen or you know, don't perform as well with exams, because this is more of a vocational course, so more of a coursework focus instead of exams, and this can be taken either alongside A-levels or as a standalone course as well, and it is accepted by 95% of UK universities. So this is only so far at the moment BTEC in business that we offer. And you can see there for our BTEC results, really great achievements of 82% of students within distinction or distinction star, and you can see there some of the destinations that students have gone to. So a few other university destinations for you. This school is much, as I said, it's not a selective school necessarily, but they have a really wide range of students going to lots of different types of universities, from really top universities to more kind of middle universities as well. So there is boarding available at all of the schools that I'm mentioning today, but I just wanted to highlight that particularly for Oxford Sixth Form, they have all have individual ensuite bathrooms with communal areas, and they are really well looked after. I know some people or some parents may be concerned of like a college environment and how much they are looked after compared to kind of more of a school, but they have 24-hour house parents that are checking in on them, and then whilst they're at the school, each student has a senior tutor that kind of looks after them and make sure that they are where they need to be, and also they're the one-stop kind of shop of speaking to parents and agents as well, whilst their child is with them. So lastly, I think I'm doing okay for time. Lastly, I just wanted to highlight Oxford International College. So Oxford International College, again, it's based in the centre of Oxford, and it is a school mainly for international students. So it is one of the top performing schools for A-level results. So in 2019, they were the #1 school for A-level results, and obviously 2019 was the last time that exams were taking place properly in the UK. So 92.1% of students achieved A star and A grades. So this is a really, really great option for students who really have the academic capability to continue with this kind of school. So Yasmin is the Chief Education Officer. She is very well, she's absolutely excellent at being able to help students to achieve their goals. She's obviously very successful herself, and she really helps students to be able to achieve what it is they want to do at university. And that starts really from the initial application assessment interview. They want to work out what it is that students are looking to do at university and beyond, and they will, and Yasmin and her team will help you to get there. So she's sent over 400 students to the top G5 universities. So that's Oxford, Cambridge, LSE, Imperial and UCL. And over 500 students admitted into medical schools as well. And 100% of students received offers to Russell Group universities as well. And we do have some students who also apply to the US or going to Hong Kong and other countries as well. So not just the UK necessarily. So they have a really, really fantastic record of students going to the top universities, as I said. So for this year, so for students that we currently have, these are the offers that we have out at the moment. This is from latest the 22nd of February. So need to be updated, but we have 12 Oxbridge offers out and 4 Cambridge offers for medicine. So it is really, really fantastic that we have such a great amount of students that are receiving these offers. And again, 55% of students achieved straight A's in their A-level examinations. That was from from last year's results. So I thought I'd just highlight, I mean, I won't have time to go through all these students, unfortunately, but just to give you a snapshot of some of the students that are studying at Oxford International College, their grades and the destinations that they're going to as well. So obviously here you can see lots of medicine students, dentistry, we have computer science, engineering, so there does tend to be a bit more of a STEM focus for this school compared to some of the other schools that I've mentioned previously. But we have a few students gone on to do law, PPE. So yeah, really, really fantastic results from this school. So they offer a 1-year GCSE course. And students would be taught up to 8 subjects and they must study maths, English and science. We also offer a 2-year A-level, which is starting in September. And subjects are kind of chosen based around what it is that the student wants to achieve. So we'll have that discussion around what we would recommend the students would take at A-level. And there's also a January start as well. And we do have availability for this September for really strong candidates. So as well as all the amazing academic stuff, there is a program around supercurricular and extracurricular activities as well. So I won't go through everything now because we don't have time, but just to give you a snapshot of some of the things that are offered outside of the classroom to improve students' personal development as well. So we have boarding facilities. We just have, this is a photo of our newest boarding available, which is very, very close to Oxford train station. And it is a really fantastic facility. And students also have access to Oxford University sports clubs because we don't necessarily have the facilities on our own campus. and just a few other photos for you. I just wanted to end with a little bit about how to apply. It's very similar for all the for all the schools that I've mentioned. It's a similar process in that you would submit your application, sending us supporting documents. For Oxford International College, all students would take an online reasoning test, which is a Cat 4 test, which is like a multiple choice. And for you might take some additional tests in your chosen subjects as well. And then you would have an interview, hopefully, and then hopefully receive an offer, and then go through the kind of deposit payment and obviously meeting the conditions and applying for your visa as well.